Shalom, all praises to Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, Sham, qadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, What Profits a Man? The Breaking of an American Idol. My source, the U.S. Sun. Article entitled, Shannon Sharpe steps down from first take after $50 million rape lawsuit as calls for ESPN analysts to be fired mount. Published 4 hours ago. First Take star Shannon Sharpe has stepped away from ESPN after being accused of manipulating, beating, and sexually assaulting a woman when she was just 20 years old. Sharpe insists he's innocent and says he will be devoting time to family as he launches an all-out war against these shocking claims made by an ex-lover. In a statement posted on Instagram, Sharpe said the relationship in question was 100% consensual before announcing his departure. At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties, he said. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to retire to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason. I sincerely appreciate the overwhelming and ongoing support I have received from my family, fans, friends, and colleagues. Let's jump down. Let's continue. Sharpe's announcement came after an anonymous woman claimed that her nearly 2-year relationship with the former NFL star ended in two horrific rapes. She said the two met at a LA gym in January 2023 and had a consensual relationship before Sharpe started manipulating and controlling her. In October 2024, Sharpe, 56, allegedly violently sexually assaulted and anally raped the woman as she desperately cried for him to stop, court documents seen by the U.S. Sun state. The same horrific attack allegedly took place in January in Las Vegas, Nevada, the suit claims. This came after months of Sharpe allegedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap the woman and refusing to accept the answer no. He allegedly lashed out after spotting her trying to share her iPhone location with pals. Tony Busby, the lawyer who filed the suit, released an audio conversation featuring Sharpe and the alleged victim. The pair appeared to be arguing before Sharpe hurled threats. Sharpe has been accused of rape on two separate occasions, according to the court documents. After Sharpe announced his departure, ESPN released a statement saying, "This is a serious situation and we agree with Shannon's decision to step away." Known womanizer. After the lawsuit against Sharpe came to light, anonymous staffers who worked on First Take admitted that they've been waiting for the host to be axed. We all know Shannon is a known womanizer, that he is always the kind of guy who likes to seduce and be nice and slick with ladies, but that lawsuit is bringing a bad vibe into the team. One insider exclusively told the U.S. Sun. The crew is deeply disturbed by it. The staffer and the staffer said Sharpe's suit added fuel to an already tense environment on set and that their co-workers were discussing how to best address the situation. All right, so let's go to media takeout. So check this out. Media Takeout obtained exclusive details from the alleged video of Shannon Sharpe and the woman claiming to have been assaulted by him. The video appears to show Shannon brutally and painfully sodomizing the woman as she screams and cries out. The video, we're told, shows Shannon, who is 250 pounds and 6'3", behind the petite 20-year-old white girl and entering her from the rear. We're told that the video is brutal, very graphic, and horrifying. The insider told us that the video is so graphic that when Shannon and his legal team saw the video, that immediately attempted to settle the lawsuit. Shannon's lawyer disclosed, and the alleged victim's lawyer, Tony Busby, confirmed that Shannon offered the woman at least $10 million to settle the claim. All right, so that's pretty much it. It was something else I saw. All right, so we know that Shannon Sharpe is part of the boule because you don't have this form of notoriety and have platform after platform such as Shannon Sharpe unless you're back. Okay, so of course this could be an humiliation ritual, or at the same time frame he got too big for his britches. But we know that in order to have these successful platforms, the elite of the industry has to be involved. So, of course, Shannon Sharpe, he did what? He sold his soul. See if I can find that. Hey, fair use.
Darnold's going to return to New York? I don't know.
The right number and the
For
right
50
coach.
million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell.
And these niggas don't believe in Yahawah, right? They believe in the God of this world, which is Esau. And Esau is inspired by the left hand of the Most High going into Satan, because Satan is an employee of Yahawah and Yahawashi. So what profits a man, right? Going into Mark chapter 8 and verse 36. For what shall it profit a man such as Shannon Sharpe if he shall gain the whole world? Okay, all this so-called success. Okay, you know, he has a successful platform with Shay Shay. Okay, he was on ESPN, which is another successful platform. And also him and Chad Ocho has a successful platform. So, of course, you have to be down with the program. Nobody that we see on YouTube and TV, regardless if it's commercials or movies, and are so-called A-listed, they are playing for the elite of the industry. Okay? So, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world, such as Shannon Sharp, and lose his own spirit? And he said that he would go to hell for 50 million. And he's catching hell on earth. Okay? So, the Most High is bringing judgment. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his spirit? And some people give up their ass. Some people sacrifice their loved ones. Okay? Or any other humiliation ritual in order to be accepted. And since I said that, let's go to Joel 2 and 33. Slovakia. Oh, Slovakia is Jeremiah. Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trim you your way to seek love? Therefore have you also taught the wicked ones your wicked ways, the wicked ones, Esau, Edom. And Jake has become so fucking wicked that they can teach Esau a thing or two. Now, when we focus on Tremis, why Tremis you? Going into the Hebrew Strong's H 3190 Yatab, and when we utilize the Strong's definitions, so why do these so-called Hispanics, Negroes, and Native Americans trim their ways? Well, let's find out. To be happy, they trim their ways to be happy, to be successful, to be accepted, to benefit within the system, to make cheerful from the curses, to be content in the society from the curses, okay, to find favor, to be glad, to be merry. That is the reason why these niggas trim their ways, and within this process, you lose your spirit. Last precept. I think this is it. I want to say yes. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and hold on, where did it go? Ecclesiasticus 10 and 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? I'm talking about man. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, a man that desires. So for this video, the sellout niggas, such as Shannon Sharp. Why? Because they envy the oppressor. They want what Esau got. They see what Esau has in his kingdom, in his blessing, and they become covetous. They desire what Esau has. For such an one, such as Shannon Sharp, set his own spirit, meaning sell his own soul, trim his own way, to sale. Because while he lived, he cast away his bowels, meaning what? You no longer having a moral compass, no integrity, and you're willing to do any and everything to benefit. And at the end, Esau is going to fuck you anyway. So like my mom used to tell us back in the day, it pays to do right. Lord will, this was an edifying video. Shalom.